Good morning, Sachse. It's Thursday, August 27th, 2020. Almost 8:30 in the morning. Hope everyone's having a good morning this morning. Well, as you know, the main weather story the last couple of days is Hurricane Laura, which is still a hurricane, and we'll talk about that in just a second. And, the big story for us is, was Laura going to give us any rain? And I guess technically it gave me some rain last night. I got 1/100th of an inch. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit of a chance to see a little more rain today. It's not a great chance, but we'll talk about that in just a second. And so, right now, let's just go outside and see what's going on. So, temperature at my house 73 degrees, dew point 70. Makes it very humid out there. Relative humidity 90%. The wind is out of the northeast at 5. The barometric pressure is 29.77 inches and steady. And that gives us a heat index, excuse me, of almost 81 degrees. So, it's already going to be a warm one out there. All right, let's go to the satellite picture here. And of course, this morning you can see Hurricane Laura off to the east, trekking through Louisiana. As of the 7 a.m. advisory, the maximum sustained winds are 100 miles per hour. As time goes on in between advisories, that number will actually continue to go down. And so it's going to be a tropical storm later today, and then on Friday it'll be a tropical depression as it goes through Arkansas and then recurves into the Middle Tennessee Valley. And as you can see, the lovely Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex there on the edge of the cloud bank. That's why we have our sunny skies this morning. But I would point out too is that the reason we have a little chance for rain today is you do see when the sun comes up, you see this extra moisture tongue right about there. And so, because we're on the backside of the hurricane, like I've always said, you have sinking air. It's hard to form clouds, but there's a lot of moisture there, so the sun can heat up the atmosphere and cause clouds and ultimately thunderstorms. There's definitely enough moisture in there to do that. So that's kind of what we're hoping for today, is that the atmosphere can get heated up enough to where we can have scattered showers and thunderstorms. Obviously, it's not going to be anything widespread, not going to be anything heavy, but well, I mean heavy locally, but not widespread heavy rain. So that's what we're hoping for today. All right, so let's get the particulars on Laura. It's at 7 a.m. Like I said, Hurricane Laura is just about southwest of Alexandria, Louisiana. As I mentioned, the maximum sustained winds are 100 miles per hour. That's going to probably even less than that now. Like I said, every hour it's going to go down. The hurricane's moving north at 15, and as you can see in the track of the storm, it'll be in central Arkansas on tomorrow, and then, like I said, the Middle Tennessee Valley Friday. It is going to actually go on out to the Atlantic Ocean, and actually it might become an extra tropical storm there. And so, if that will affect shipping lanes out there, and it will go to the North Atlantic to die. So that's where a lot of hurricanes do go to die, actually. As you see along the coast, still have tropical storm warnings. Those will probably be discontinued later today. And again, not to beat a dead horse, but this is a rainfall forecast map for the next 24 hours. And as you can see, Louisiana obviously is going to get most of the rain. Dallas Fort Worth, for reference, is right about there. So well away from that. Now, like I said, it doesn't mean we can't get scattered storms, but with rainfall. But that's about all we can hope for today. So the Storm Prediction Center actually kind of reflects that. This is a thunderstorm outlook and also the severe thunderstorm outlook for the area. And again, we're in the green shady, so we do have a chance for rain. It's probably about 30%. Not a great chance, but hey, again, we'll take whatever we can get, right? But overall, the hurricane did not come close enough to give us a decent chance of rain. And for reference, like I said, if you're on the west side of the storm, uh, places like Houston were really concerned, and they should have been in the beginning about whether the storm was going to hit them or not. And I didn't see any observation sites in Houston that got even any rain. So that's how sharp the gradient can be between locations and paths of storms. You can be 50 miles away and not get a drop, and then of course you're 50 miles the other way, and you're like Cameron, Louisiana, or Lake Charles, and you get the devastation. So that's the nature of hurricanes. So what does that all mean for us? Well, it means warm today, 92s, humid of course, and tomorrow and Saturday Oh, there's no other way to describe it. Scorchers, 102. Like I said, there's a small chance for rain. It doesn't really even show up in the forecast. Now, I will say though, when you get into Tuesday, Wednesday next week, at least we have a chance for rain. And like I said, if you see the thunderstorm or the rain icon on the forecast, at least, at least you know there's a little bit better chance. So the bottom line is, I think that today, relatively speaking, we'll have a decent chance for rain. That's a very relative term. This weekend is going to be hot, and like I mentioned the last couple of days, the moisture from Laura is going to just hang around and not going to do us any good from a rain standpoint. It's just going to make us feel miserable. And then, like I said, come middle next week, we're not going to get the cool down we wanted to a couple of days ago, but we will get a little bit of a cool down because that front may kind of sneak back in here in the middle of the week, and that's why it's going to knock temperatures down into the mid 90s. Well, with that, of course, we can't forget the theme of the day, and the theme of the day is scattered storms. I was going to say isolated. That's probably a better term, but I guess we'll technically go with scattered storms. As you can see, the further east you are, like we've always been talking about, is the more chance you have to see a better chance you have to see of rain. But I will say the whole area does have a chance to see rain, but like I said, it'll be scattered. I would not hold your hat on it, and the bottom line is the vast majority of us will not see anything, sadly. Well, with that, that's your morning weather report. I appreciate everybody watching, of course. And as always, I'm watching the weather, so you don't have to. And as always, you have a great day. We'll see you soon.